Second half action, kicking off TV Sports 27. Thanks for being back here for the second half in another day, because we had quite the first half here. It's our third primetime game, if you guys are just tuning in. If you guys didn't see the first half action on YouTube or on Patreon. And it's 7-6. Tom Brady the third, 3 interceptions thrown in the first half, just 2 field goals. The Jets, negative 10 yards passing, only 20 yards on the ground. 220 yards compared to 13 total yards for the Jets. This is like that Texans-Steelers game where it was like 400 yards offense for the Steelers, under 100 for the Texans. The Texans won. The Jets are winning 7-6. But it shouldn't be, based on the total yards of the Broncos, 200 plus to the Jets, 20. Come on. See if we can get our first touchdown here. Jonathan Taylor. Part of the issue has just been the running attack as well. You see the numbers quite low for Jonathan Taylor for his standards, just 30 yards on the ground. But a nice 2 yards to begin here this second half of action for the Denver Broncos. Tom Brady the third, my God, he's going to run the football. He's got a 40 speed like his father. Not too well, but he got 8 yards on the ground. And as we said, we're wearing the all blues, the alternates, our final alternate uniform game of the season. You get 3 of them in the NFL. You get 2 alternates, or they give you 3. You can either do 2 throwbacks and an alternate, or 2 alternates and a throwback, or a color rush. So we do 2 alternate games, which is the blue, and we do a throwback game, because you get 3 of them. And this is our Tim Tebow tribute, wearing the all blue in a primetime game against the Jets, 2001, and Tom Brady III doing his best Tim Tebow with a scramble up the middle. And now this rushing attack for the Denver Broncos. Coach TV Sports making the halftime adjustments in the locker room. I got a couple more years of the Denver Broncos franchise. I hope to do at least 2 more seasons after this. That'll take us to the end of Tom Brady III's rookie contract, and that would give us through 15 seasons here of this franchise mode with this coach, which in our storyline, we kind of made this the same coach that was the coach at Troy from college, and almost like coach in Coach Hayden Fox, Minnesota, and then to the Orlando Breakers. Well, we did Troy, and then here, of course, that's going back many YouTube channels ago and all that stuff. But I would maybe get 2 more years in here, and then we would maybe simulate a couple of years to see where we end up, and hopefully Madden 25 rather, be our next destination if the game's going to be good. We don't know. We were hoping for Madden 24. As this Jets defense is not given any openings down the field. A 4th sack. That is Thaddeus Cecil again. And Tom Brady III is just, tried to step up into the pocket, but nobody is open down the field if you rewind it back. So the Broncos are going to be forced to punt once again as this Jets defense. So let's see. That 2 points we missed out on in the first half on the safety is now really big. Really big shoe, really big, that we didn't get. Let's see, can Gatewood get another oh my, he did better. This is better than what he did in the first half. In the first half, he dropped it out at the 2. How about dropping it out at the 1? Come on, we have got to get a safety out of this. Trying to find the best. Let's do overload blitz. Just bring everybody in. Oh my God, we don't get it. Jatarvius Whitlow gets the first down. And there will be no safety for the Denver Broncos on this day. But yeah, hoping to get 2 more seasons worth, which would be, 2 years with the Niners, 7 years with the Dolphins. That would be 5 years with the Broncos. And then if Madden 25 is a good game, we'll get it for what we hope will be the PS5. If not, then we'll do a couple more seasons here on Madden 20. Sam Darnold, he's going to get into positive yardage with that completion. But it's kind of fun. I'm digging seeing, you know, what these teams look like in the future. Darnold gets sacked. Second sack of the day for DeMarvin Leal. Oh, if he's got his X Factor, that'd be awesome. He does. Let's go. Let's get some more sacks on Sam Darnold. Darnold completing the pass out to Tyler Dell. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. A pick 6 is the touchdown for the New York Jets for their points on the board. And John Banks will get his 3rd sack. And we have 9 sacks total in this game. So if you like, I mean, this is the ultimate Tim Tebow tribute game. 7-6. Plenty of defense. And we're going to get a big old drive at the end of the game to win this thing. I can just feel it. J.K. Scott. I mean, he might break Leo Araguz's record for the most punts in a football game. Former XFL legend for the New York, New Jersey Hitmen, Leo Araguz. Go watch the game. It's on NFL Throwback. The most punts in a game in NFL history. Starting off this one with a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Second down and 6. Jamil Pierce. Ooh, that's the finesse of Jamil Pierce. That he was able to stay on his feet and not get dropped for a loss of yards. So we do have the win by the Ravens. We had the win by the Dolphins. If we want to keep pace, the Ravens have 10 wins, the Dolphins have 10 wins, and Jonathan Taylor has been injured. Oh boy. We got his big injury out of the way. Jonathan Taylor always gets an injury at least once a year. We got his big injury out of the way already. So hopefully this one is just minor. Brady, Brendan Smith. That's incomplete. We got TV Sports mascot Luna joining us here. Welcome, Luna. Glad to have you aboard for primetime football. Brady gets brought down again. Tried to release. Got stuck to his hand, and Traylon Trapp. And Tom Brady the third right now. I mean, he's got 200 plus yards, but my gosh, he is he is not quite playing like a defending 2-time Super Bowl champion in this game. And we've had his up and down games so far this season. We've mentioned it a couple of times. This has been with the interceptions, you know, not his best year. Brady is going to deliver, though. He heard us chastising from up in the booth, and Gary Bryant Jr. with the make good for running the wrong route on that pick 6. Coming down with a big play, and Tom Brady III dropped it in there between Jeff Glandy and Tremaine Edmonds. Like a pin drop, just right in there. That's big business. Pierce stepping in for the injured Jonathan Taylor. It's a bruised sternum. So Taylor will be out for the rest of this game, but he should be able to come back next week, which would be ideal. Tom Brady III to Torrey Holt. 145 for Torrey Holt so far in this game. Broncos in field goal range. Still searching for that very first touchdown here. Tom Brady III. Tried to dump it off to Jamil Pierce. Pierce just falls out of bounds. It'll be ruled incomplete. 2nd and 10. Brady. Wow, just getting that one over the head of Tremaine Edmonds to Nick Coffey. And Brady is making some clutch throws on this drive. We head to the 4th quarter. It is 7-6 in prime time. Jets and Broncos. Don't forget while you're here, if you want to join us live, we are on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TBSports27. Catch all the action on YouTube, uploaded in compressed short form. TB Sports 27 on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We tweet when we're going live. You can also support the channel. You're getting an RXFL game coming up on Patreon. So Patreon supporters, you guys, as well as historians and mega fans and super fans, you guys are going to get San Antonio, Philadelphia in the RXFL coming up this weekend on Patreon, a Patreon exclusive. So if you want some bonus action, some bonus football, that's the place to join us. Help support the channel. We got Ko-fi and we got Streamlabs as well. So don't forget to check out all the links and help support TB Sports 27. Denver Broncos inching closer to the very first touchdown. This would be the very first offensive touchdown in this game. First touchdown for the Broncos, first touchdown for either team on offense. See, the Jets are one of the worst teams in the league. 26 for allowing points. Just 6 on the board right now.
70, Indy.
Jamil Pierce into the end zone. He went one-on-one with Anasta Williams, and Jamil Pierce wins out. Jamil Pierce is someone that we had on the Miami Dolphins for a number of years. We brought him over to the Denver Broncos. We said he's never been the everyday starter, but my God, as a solid number 2, you can't rely on anybody better than Jamil Pierce. Happy to have him on the team. 2-point conversion attempt for the Broncos. And it's right on the mark. Tom Brady III delivers a bullet to Brendan Smith. A 14-play, 75-yard drive for the Denver Broncos. You're seeing Sam Darnold getting kind of warmed up there. He's like, okay, now I got to play for real. 14-7 here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos, with a win, moved to 10-3, which would put them in a 3-way tie with the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, we have the loss to the Ravens earlier this season. Our 3 losses: the Ravens, the Texans, who is our AFC Championship opponent, and the Riverhogs, who we always just seem to lose to them once a year. So the Ravens would have that head-to-head. So with 3 games left, if we want to get that first-round bye and do what no other team has done in NFL history, try to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, depending on what world you're looking at. If you're looking at this world, real life, and that being a continuation, no team has ever done it. But, of course, in our Denver Broncos in Madden 12 that we did, which is up at patreon.com/TBSports27. You see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It took us many a years, but once we got down to like year 12, we won 4 in a row with the Broncos. We beat the Saints, and then it was the Broncos. It was Tebow and Cam Newton for 3 consecutive years. Broncos, Panthers, and Broncos winning 4 in a row before ultimately us wrapping up that franchise mode with a wild card loss to the Raiders. So that's why I kind of shudder at the wild card, because I know that's how things kind of ended last time when we played with the Broncos. Then, of course, we did another 15 years with the Detroit Lions, and we went to 3 Super Bowls, winning 1. That was the Josh Freeman era, and then it became the Brandon Cox era. So maybe we get into some clock chewing mode stuff here. Jamil Pierce using that speed to get to the outside, breaking tackles. About 5 yards out of that. Let's go into clock chew mode, huh? Come on. Try to get this thing with a win. Pierce found the opening, and he's got the first down. Try to grind it out here on the ground for these last couple of minutes. Can we make this an 8-minute drive? Is that even feasible? Pierce gets met by Tremaine Edmonds. Tom Brady III still got that X factor. We might need it here on 3rd down. We'll see. See Ruben Drones come in. And now I think we got to see Tom Brady III go to the sky. It's not EO's sky, it's Tom Brady's sky. 3rd and 5. And Nick Coffey left wide open, first down. Speaking of EO's sky, scheduling coming up here. I think we'll do the RXFL game on Friday this weekend. Probably do some more, either do the Battle of London or do some more arena football. And then next week, I'm thinking we get through the last week of Universe mode in WWE, and we get ready for Armageddon. I don't know if it'll happen next weekend, but we get through Universe mode and we get ready for Stadium Stampede. So the next week, Raw, KO Show, SmackDown. Be on the lookout. TV Sports 27. I might even try to put together some Stadium Stampede tonight. We'll see. See what happens. Be on the lookout. That's going to be big. 18 people. 18. No, 16. 8 on 8. 8 on 8, so it'll be 16 total. Judgment Day. Retribution. We'll do a little cross promotion here. The Judgment Day, while we're kind of in winding the clock out mode. Edge. Robert Roode. Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Shotzi, Judgment Day. Oh my God, what a catch by Torrey Holt versus Retribution, T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Mustafa Ali, Kane, Machine, Reckoning, Retaliation, 16-person Stadium Stampede from Las Vegas. All the money is on the table. All the chips have been cashed. According to new boss, new owner Kevin Owens, one team will survive, and it comes to a head at Armageddon. Stadium Stampede. Broncos doing a very, very nice job here on this drive. Winding out a lot of the clock. Broncos to throw it here, and Tom Brady III just gets whipped around and dropped to the turf. Nakobe Dean. My God. And again, Jets, I'm going to continue to credit their corners. Look at this protection down the field. Everybody covered. So what I think we're going to do here, at this point, my God, okay. At this point, it's 3rd and long. Get to the 2-minute warning. I think we play conservative. You run the football, kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game. Sam Darnold has 0 points on the scoreboard. The 7 is a pick 6. Compliments, was it Jeff Gandy that had it? So there's no signs that Sam Darnold all of a sudden is going to put together 2 touchdown drives. So the Jets take their timeout. You take the kick. You make it a 2-score game. Sebastian Janikowski. Oh my God, did I just whiff again? Oh my God. I hit the button too soon. Not a good night for Janikowski. Not a good night for TV Sports, because I'm the one making these kicks. And now, the Jets are going to have a shot at this thing. They already got one tie. Why not go for another this year? Darnold. So far, he has not really made any big-time throws down the field. You see in the numbers there. I mean, just awful. Oh, my God. Sam Darnold. A minute 10. There's Plaxico. Well, we haven't even gotten to throw it to our movie guy. Cheeseburger Eddie, by the way, is number 94, or 84, who was Terry Crews. Oh, my God, that would have ended the game. 84, who has not made a play. Cheeseburger Eddie, Terry Crews in the longest yard. We got a lot of the mean machine in the NFL. We did the movie draft class this year. We did the WWE draft class and the RXFL movie draft class. That one tipped up. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will win it.
They should have known. They should have known, baby.
Did both feet come down? Tipped? Yes. Jordan Battle. We talked about the Alabama players out there. Another Alabama player coming up with a big play today.
Ready to break. 56 is the mic. Oh, you got D?
Oh, my goodness. Well, it wasn't quite the Tim Tebow touchdown drive to pay tribute.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Darnold tried, but he comes away with the INT. Jets are going to take all their timeouts. But the tip pass, the INT. Now, let's see. Let's just take some knees. We're running the football here. There it is. QB knee. Kneel it down. And the Broncos are going to keep pace. We'll look at all the standings, so stay tuned. Let's see if I can find Sam Darnold's stats. We'll look at the standings. We'll see if there's any other contracts we need to dole out here. And unfortunately, I can't even run another play because the game does not go into clock chewing mode on 4th down. So you just have to sit here and just wait for the clock to wind out. So we'll go to 10 wins on the year. We got 3 games left, 1 more primetime game. And there it is. The Denver Broncos move to 10-3 on the year. The Jets fall to 4-8-1, which may dash their playoff hopes. They still had an outside shot at the playoffs, so they would have finished at 8-7-1, but that might be it for now. So we'll take you to the end screen here. We're going to get into what's going on next season, or not next season, next week. I mean, boy, the Jets, those numbers. This game was a lot closer than those numbers would even indicate. I mean, Jets had like 50 yards of total offense. Forget about it. We let them hang around. We let them survive. Tom Brady III finished with 309. Sam Darnold just 68 yards. Torrey Holt with a monster game, 164. And Jamil Pierce, 68 yards on the ground. So as promised, here's the history of Sam Darnold. 13-year pro. I think he's been with the Jets his whole career. The game doesn't tell you. But you can see what he's done. I mean, these are all good numbers, man. No wonder he's been a Jets legend. I don't remember them having any deep playoff run, but look at these numbers, man. This is what the Jets were hoping. I mean, every year he's never thrown. This was kind of a down year as far as touchdowns to INTs, but man, he is. Look at this year, 40. Last year, 42 touchdowns. That was a career high. Sam Darnold, this is Hall of Fame numbers right here. But the game that we just saw, that was an all-time terrible performance that we just saw out of Sam Darnold. But Tom Brady III didn't throw it all that better either. So there you go. There's your Sam Darnold history. We'll look at some standings right now. And you can see that we have pretty much at least opened things up in our division in the West with the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Riverhogs. More disappointment for old Patrick Mahomes, who has never been to a Super Bowl in our world. We have the entire AFC, and this is where we're fighting with these teams. The wild card. Man, we could be looking at a wild card berth, which, would be that extra game, which means right now we'd be looking at a game against the Chargers, possibly the Patriots or the Chiefs. They'd go on a run. On the NFC side of things, the Saints, who don't remember the last time they've been a good team, they're up there. The Niners have clinched. The Eagles, the Buccaneers, the Commanders. I'm calling on the Commanders. I know people got feisty on my NFL 2K5 video, but just like I picked the uniforms I like the Bills with red helmets. I like the Dolphins in their 2000s uniforms. I like, what's another uniform I always pick? I pick the uniforms I like. I like the name the Commanders. I like it. Whatever. So there's that, and then the Panthers in the mix as well. Any big news we're seeing? Let's see. Any relocations or anything going to happen? Broncos, who wants it more? Sean Clifford. Anything big? Not seeing anything too out of the way. You guys can take a pause and look at that. So I think that's where we wrap this one up. As far as recruiting or scouting, we're pretty much all that we're at is with scouting points. Anyone that we want to scout is pretty much in there. And unless we want to do, what the heck? See what Reggie Bush could end up being a stud. But these are all like first round picks. But I think we've scouted pretty much all. But I'll do it again at the end of the year. Do our final scouting. Jacksonville, 2-9-2. What a record. On the road to Jacksonville, 2-9-2. My God, you guys. That should be a blowout win for the Broncos. But we will see. Any big negotiations? I think we've done pretty much all our big negotiations. We didn't do record, Leonard, Tank. Yeah, Tank. We're letting Tank go. Josh Allen, we'll see if we can just re-sign him for cheap. I don't think any big names. Yeah, nothing that we need to re-sign here. Like, we're not paying a 74 overall, $10 million, so bye. Kennedy, $5 million, no. We can get that anywhere. Ruben Drones, $10 million, not happening. So you're out of the mix. These are all just awful contracts, and these are people that are not worth it. So we can easily fix that. So there you go. That's all our negotiations. Done. Bye. All right, Broncos, Jaguars. Next time, TB Sports 27. It's another primetime battle. And that's another one. I was saying, hey, uniforms that I like, I pick the Jaguars uniforms. I don't like the ones they got. You'll see what we wear. It's my world, my uniforms. TB Sports, next time, Broncos, Jags in prime time. Season coming to a close. Good stuff.